Ghanaian as he was, knew that these people did not come here as friends. So he never allowed them close to his territory. He placed his warriors at a vantage point that whenever you see them trying to penetrate, make sure you bring me back their heads. Yes, so they were using their heads as trophies. Because if you come back with the heads, you'll be rewarded. So my people were killing them and bringing back their heads to the kings and until the latter part of the 1837. This king was captured, killed by the Dutch. They took off his head and also sent it all the way to the Netherlands. It took Ghana over 300 years for us to discover where the head was. So the head was brought back home in the year 2009. From 37 to 2009, you could imagine what. The head was not even being used for anything. It was just left in a jar in one of their museums. So this plant here was actually helping them to detect the movement of the slave raiders. So as you can see, once I'm walking this way and I step on it, it closes. It detects movement. So our ancestors were using this to trace them, trace their movement. If they are getting too close to them, then they inform the group that, yeah, there is more danger coming towards us. So we should put our people first, as in place them in the caves, in the hidden places that these people will not find them. If you should go to the northern side of Ghana, a place called Nalerugu and then Golu, there's been a very thick and tall defense wall built from mud. Back then, they believed that the guns cannot penetrate through the walls of the mud. So they built it as thick as possible to withstand the bullets. Whilst they were using their bows and arrows, they created just little holes through it that they can shoot through. If you go to the eastern side of Ghana, we have Kwewu and then Shai Hills. These two places all have caves. That was where our ancestors went into hiding. Others climbed the mountains so that they could have a clearer view of the valley. Immediately they are climbing, they roll rocks on them and then kill them. There were so many revolts that happened. There was once a prince called Prince Asomeni from Eastern region, Akwemufi. He was a prince, disguised himself as a cook, went and then to the Christiansborg Castle in Osu, Accra, decided to be the chef or the cook for the government. He was there for several years to learn their movements. One day he invited his people to come and trade in gunpowder and guns. Once you trade in the guns and then the gunpowder, they will just give you some little portion of it for you to test your gun with.
He kept saving.
So he kept saving his. Once his people came there together to trade in it, the little that was given to them to test in the air was actually tested on the people. So instead of pointing their guns in the air, they rather pointed it at the governor and his people, and then they seized that particular castle for some years. But
do you know who the governor was at the time?
Yes, but I've forgotten his name.
Okay.
Unfortunately, sorry. Okay. So he drove them out, took the castle for some years, but here lies the case: his own people were fighting him, as in the locals, not his king or his tribe. Yes, the locals, the Ashantis, the Fantis, everybody, because he managed to get there, they also want it for themselves. So he didn't want any fight with them, so he had to hand over the castle to one of the British governors for him to lead the place, because that's what they want.
The other tribes wanted him to hand it over to the British government?
They want it for themselves, for their selfish gains. And he doesn't want that. So he took the key. The original key is with him. Till today, the key is at their palace in the eastern region of Ghana, Akwemufi. Once you cross the river from the other bridge, you turn right and you are going to his hometown. That was where he settled. So you could see that not everything that was being told by the Europeans in their nice books are even true. When you are here in Ghana, you get to learn a lot of these things. Yes, they contacted one of our notorious people, as in Samori and Babatu and the others. Yes, they were the true notorious slave raiders. Once they are going to your community, they know how our locals behave and then act. So they send people there for them to seize their cooking utensils. Because if the men had something to eat, they will be strong to fight. So once they seize all those things, the men will go on a hunger strike for about 3 to 4 days before they will arrive to fight them. Meaning our men are very weak. They can't fight them. That was how come they made ways with a lot of them. Please let's walk towards the river now where they took their bath.